Pop cans or tin cans, pop cans or tin cans. So you're looking at buying yourself a new truck and you're asking yourself, do I buy one of them recycled aluminum pop can trucks? Well, you may want to reconsider that option if you are considering one of these aluminum body Ford trucks. More specifically, if you're considering one of these trucks for work. So far I've had this truck. This is a 2016. I've had it for about 18 months. And overall it's not a bad truck. This is the V8 version. The last truck we had was a 2013 EcoBoost. As far as fuel economy, the EcoBoost versus the V8, average fuel economy that I found is basically the same. I average about 14 liters per 100 kilometers combined city highway, so average is about the same. The EcoBoost is a little bit thirstier when you're wide open throttle, but I could care less if it's a little thirstier because it gives you all that torque you need when you're towing. So I would take the EcoBoost over the 5-liter any day of the week. I've sampled both so far, so I'm a big fan of the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. Now, here's a big problem if you're considering buying one of these trucks and using it for work. Basically, these things are made out of freaking aluminum cans. Now, you might just want to think of buying something that's made out of your traditional sheet metal. And I'm going to show you why here. I'm sure you've seen all the tests on the internet showing the Ford durability test, but if you look here, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got a nice big freaking hole in my truck. This is my work truck. I don't pay for this truck. I don't put fuel in it. I don't service it. I simply use it to get the job done. And when you got something like that in your truck, that pretty much sucks. I don't recommend using this truck for work. Basically what had happened was I was just cruising along and I had a pump sitting right up here, pump just like this. This pump weighs maybe 15 to 20 pounds. It's a lot of dead mass, but this guy's pretty sharp here. So I'm driving around and this thing must have leaned over, and I get to my service call and I basically opened up the door and the pump started to fall out. So I used my hip and I tried to just stop the pump from falling on the ground. Well, basically that little pump mount right there, I'm assuming freaking put a big hole right in my work truck. Obviously I didn't tell my boss right away. He didn't notice it right away, but I did end up telling him what had happened after he questioned me and he saw the big gouge there. So I'm a little disappointed. I'm a hardworking guy. I need strong, hardworking, reliable tools. And this aluminum body, unfortunately, is just it. They say it's built for tough. Well, built for tough is not tough enough when it comes to the workplace, I guess. I wouldn't recommend using one of these aluminum bodies for work. Go get yourself a Dodge, a Chevy, a GMC, something traditional. You're not saving any fuel economy by using one of these aluminum bodies. You're just asking for trouble. If you look closely, and I guess it's pretty hard to see, but there's not much material there whatsoever. There is really not a lot of material there. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with a big gouge like that in my truck. Needless to say, like, what are you supposed to do with that? You're supposed to, like, stash your grass in there or something? Like, it's just going to fall onto the freaking road. So not a very good stash spot anyways. What I think I might do, instead of replacing it with a freaking tin can, or a pop can, I think I might use one of these here tin cans and some JB Wells, like here. So, a little bit of JB Weld, a nice tin can, a little bit of ingenuity, and probably a nice sticker over top of it, like a tire inflation placard or a GVW placard or something like that. Bob's your auntie. Go for lunch. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like having nice big holes in your truck, get yourself an aluminum bodied Ford F-150. What I'm thinking should have happened is I should have scratched the paint or maybe dented it a little bit. Instead, I put a big freaking gaping hole in it. So, kind of sucks. I really don't know what a body shop would charge you to repair something like that. But that's basically built Ford tough right there. You really don't have any margin for error if you are using one of these aluminum body Fords. If you're at the workplace, sometimes you need a little forgiveness. Sometimes you're in a tough place. Sometimes the unexpected happens. That's when you need just a little dent, a little scratch of paint. You can keep going on with your day, not a big freaking headache in the back of your mind because you know, you had a little slip up. So hope you enjoyed this video, and really reconsider buying another product for work if you're going to be using a half ton. Thanks.